And that's what I was talking about. I was talking about the abomination of desolation. I was talking about the Jewish-Roman War, and I was really kind of almost like upset, like that no one ever told us about that. And I've asked a few people about this. When I first heard about preterism, one of the strongest countering arguments, at least that I believed before, was, well, the Book of Revelation was written in 95
Mhm.
A.D. So it
Right.
can't really, it can't be about the destruction of Jerusalem. And so let's just, for 1 minute, we'll humor that idea. Well, then why don't they ever write about in the Bible about the temple being destroyed?
Yeah.
That's a
That's
big deal. Like, I mean, I don't think people understand like how big a deal that was,
Oh, yeah.
that happened. It wiped out like the Jewish identity in that whole area. And that's why the Romans did it.
And it's never meant.
Yeah, so if John lived into almost 100 AD or whatever supposedly he lived to, there's no correspondence between him and anyone else. It would be nice if there was, because then we could clear up some of these
Oh,
these
yeah.
debates about like what's true or it's not. But I think it seems really obvious if the only reason why that was not written about in the canonical books that we have in the letters is because it hadn't happened yet. Because otherwise, it's like I said, it's like the biggest omission of omissions that's not written about. It's not documented in any way, other than people like historians like Josephus, who wrote about it. But obviously, people that would say that's not inspired text. But
Yeah.
Josephus is used by many people who are in apologetics to validate the gospel,
Yeah.
validate the Bible in its entirety. That he wrote his Antiquity of the Jews, and then he chronicles the Jewish-Roman War, and he without his goal being it, he verifies a lot of things that the Bible says. Another crazy thing is, like, if you actually look into what he wrote about the Jewish-Roman War, he mentioned that there was a star that resembled a sword that hung over Jerusalem for a year during that time. He also mentioned that there was soldiers in the clouds when Jerusalem was being attacked.